I feel the master. I feel them. Y'all ready? They ready? Well, come on. Well, come on. Y'all ready? They ready? We ready? We ready? Come on. Come on. We ready? We ready? Come on. Break bread. Come on. Break bread. Break bread. Come on. We ready? We ready? Come on.
And good evening, baseball fans. You're tuning in to another edition of 956 Sports. We have a special treat for you tonight. We have the Edinburg North Cougars taking on the Edinburg Bobcats in an old-school rivalry here in the city of Edinburgh. The Edinburg North Cougars come in with a 13-3 record overall with a district record of 6-2, while the Bobcats come in at 12-2-1 and a 6-1 district record. I'm Kevin Arrow. Thank you for joining us this evening in an all-important matchup between these two schools. The Edinburg Bobcats are playing some pretty good baseball as of late. The last time the Bobcats suffered a loss was early last month of March back at Edinburg North. The Bobcats lost 3-2. As for the Edinburg North Cougars, they are coming off a disappointing loss 4-3 on Wednesday against the PSG North Raiders. That loss really throws a wrench into this 31-6A district standings. However, they will have their work cut out for them tonight as they're going up against the right-handed junior, and that will be John Gonzalez. So let's give you the starting lineup for the Edinburg North Cougars. Leading it off, the pitcher, Carlos Servin, batting second. The left fielder will be Michael Cantu, batting third. Doing the catching will be Saul Garza. Batting fourth and playing first base will be Alex Canul. Batting fifth and playing third base will be Sam Garza. Batting sixth, the shortstop will be Isaac Salas. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Sam Chavez. Batting eighth, the center fielder is Gil Falcon. And batting ninth is John Salas. He's the right fielder. That's your starting lineup for the Edinburg North Cougars. The Bobcats are coming off a big win against Westlaco earlier this week, where Jaime Alvarado went toe-to-toe with Freddy Barrera. The Bobcats won that game by a score of 1-0. The Bobcats do have 4 straight shutouts, and while they're on a 6-game win streak, rather. So the Bobcats have really anchored down here in this second half of the season, and they're making that push towards winning another district championship. And again tonight, they're going to be leaning on their junior, that is Gonzalez. Fastball, curveball, and a changeup in the arsenal of Gonzalez, and we're just seconds away from getting this one underway. Carlos Servin will be leading it off for Edinburg North. The Edinburg Bobcats in their white, red, blue jerseys, white pants, with that royal blue look, with white hats and the royal blue in the back. Bobcats. As for the Edinburg North Cougars, blue and gold, gray pants. The Edinburg North Cougars are coached by Damian Gonzalez. Robert Valdez, the head coach for the Edinburg Bobcats, and we're getting set to get underway. It'll be pitcher against pitcher to kick this one off. Carlos Servin steps into the box wearing the number 3, hitting from the right-handed side of the plate. Kicks and delivers the first pitch in for a called strike one, and we're underway here at Edinburg High. Servin batting .500 on the year. Here's the 0-1 from Gonzalez. Swung on, just got a piece of it foul. Let's meet the starting defense for the Edinburg Bobcats. Up the middle for EHS, Jaime Alvarado is the shortstop. Playing second base is Ryan Amador. At the corners for EHS, Matt Trevino will be the third baseman, and playing first base, get you that after this pitch here from Trevino, will be Matt Trevino, the first baseman, rather. Daniel Solis is the third baseman. So Solis is the third baseman, Trevino is the first baseman. Corners of the infield.
Pretty much so. A little league field.
Now a time called from the home plate umpire. In the outfield, Josh Aguirre is the right fielder. Jaime Cancino is the center fielder, and out in left field is Luis Ortega. That's your starting outfield for the Bobcats. Pitch swung on, hit the other way to right field, and that's going to be recorded for an out. One up, one down for the Bobcats. Josh Aguirre made the grab.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 2, Michael Cantu.
Michael Cantu will come to the plate with one down. Cantu, the starting left fielder for Edinburg North. So again, the corners of the infield, Daniel Solis at third, Matt Trevino at first. Here's the first pitch to Cantu. Gonzalez kicks and delivers. Pitch low and in, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Trevino. Third baseman creeping up onto the grass, swung on. Bouncer up the middle, backhanded over and not in time. He's safe. That's going to be an infield single.
Infield hit.
Nice backhanded grab by Ryan Amador, but not in time as the Bobcats went to the shift. That'll be the first base runner for Edinburg North. This brings up Saul Garza.
Saul Garza.
Garza doing the catching tonight for Servin. Runner on first for Edinburg North. Again, a big-time matchup here tonight, 31-6A standings. Cougars coming off that tough loss against the PSJ North Raiders, while the Bobcats are coming off a big win against Weslaco. First pitch was high. 1 ball, no strikes. Pickoff attempt over to first. It's gone through, slides in safely. Close call over on the first base side. Garza batting .438 on the year with 21 hits in 48 at-bats. Pitch swung on, hit foul, back and out of play. 23 RBIs on the year, 6 doubles and 1 triple. For Saul Garza, digs back in. Here's the 1-1. That pitch painting the outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Gonzalez, another pickoff attempt over to first. Runner slides back in safely. Gonzalez coming from the stretch, keeping an eye on the runner at first. That pitch called strike 3 looking. That's the first strikeout of the night for Gonzalez. Gonzalez
out number 2. We still have a runner.
Has thrown one no-hitter this year against Edinburg Economides with 17 strikeouts, and was flirting with his second no-hitter against PSJ North until it was broken up in the 5th inning.
Cougars, number 27, Alex Canul.
This sets up Alex Canul. 2 down in the inning. Cantu still aboard on first. Canul hitting from the left-handed side of the plate, wearing the number 27. First pitch swinging as Canul pops it up to the left side, but this one's going to be well out of play. For strike 1. Canul batting .405 on the year. 15 hits, 16 RBIs, 59 plate appearances. Oh, 1 on the way. Swing and a miss from Canul. Runner headed for second. Slides in. He's called out at second base for the 3rd out of the inning.
Out number 3. Ladies and gentlemen,
midway through the 1st inning, no score. Bobcats due up next. You're listening to 956 Sports. And welcome back to 956 Sports here at Edinburg High School. Kevin Arrow bringing you the play-by-play action. It's the Edinburg North Cougars taking on the Edinburg Bobcats. To be the starting lineup for the Edinburg Bobcats, leading it off is Jaime Alvarado. Batting second is Michael Castillo. Batting third is Luis Ortega. Batting fourth and cleanup is Matt Trevino. In the fifth spot is John Gonzalez. Batting sixth is Daniel Solis. Batting seventh is Josh Aguirre. In the 8-hole, Manny Ibarra will be the designated hitter, and batting ninth will be Ryan Amador. So Alvarado was the pitcher Tuesday night. He led his team to a complete game win, a complete game shutout for his Edinburg Bobcats. Batting from the right-handed side of the plate is the shortstop. Alvarado stepping into the box, wearing the number 1, batting .375 on the year, 18 hits, 6 RBIs, 13 runs scored. He'll be going up against Carlos Servin. Here's the first pitch. Inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. Let's meet the starting defense for Edinburg North. In left field, Michael Cantu. Out in center field will be Gil Falcon, and the right fielder will be John Salas. That pitch swung on, hit hard to left field, just foul. Otherwise, Alvarado would have had extra bases. Middle of the infield for Edinburg North, Isaac Salas will be the shortstop. Second base will be Sam Chavez, and on the corners will be Sam Garza at third, and Alex Canul will be the first baseman. Saul Garza will be doing the catching for Edinburg North, and again on the hill for Edinburg North tonight, Carlos Servin. It's your starting defense for Edinburg North. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Servin kicks and delivers. Fastball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball changeup and a slider in the arsenal of Servin. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, hit foul, counter run even, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong.
Michael Castillo in the on-deck circle. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Alvarado. Servin kicks and delivers the 2-2. Swung on, lifted to left field on the run. Making the grab for out number 1 is Michael Cantu. Oh, 1 up, 1 down. Sets up the number 2 hitter, Michael Castillo. And we all know about this rivalry, Edinburg North. If you caught the game on Wednesday, you know that this game could be just as good. Now, I don't know if any game can beat out Wednesday night's game with the Lady Cougars and the Lady Bobcats went 10 innings. Castillo digs in with 1 down, nobody aboard. Servin kicks and delivers. Just getting a piece of it for strike 1. Ortega in the on-deck circle. Trevino to follow. Castillo batting .383. 8 runs and 18 hits. Here's the 0-1. It's going to be a base hit back up the middle. It's going to be a 1-out single for Castillo. He'll be aboard with 1 down.
For Michael Castillo.
So the Bobcats have their first base runner of the evening. This brings up the 3rd hitter in the order, Luis Ortega. Starting left fielder wearing the number 12 for the Bobcats.
Now batting for your Bobcats, the left fielder, number 12, Luis Ortega.
Ortega hitting a flat 300. 12 hits, 7 runs, and 40 trips to the plate. That pitch low and in for ball 1 to Ortega. 1 ball, no strikes.
Oh, did he change it?
Now the home plate umpire asking Ortega to step into the box. Servin coming from the stretch, takes a peek at the runner on first. It's Castillo. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, hit foul. Out of play, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bobcats are coached by Robert Valdez over on the third base side. Ortega digs in. Here's the 1-1. Ball low. Runner going for second, and they're going to get him. Count that, 2-6. Caught stealing. Cougars returning the favor there.
That's out number 2.
Two outs in the inning now. Both clubs have had a runner on the base pass, but only to be thrown out. Caught stealing on both sides now. Bottom of the first, no score between the Bobcats and the Cougars. Servine's delivery popped up to the right side. On the run, making the grab for out number 3 is John Salas.
It's the Cougars 0 and the Bobcats 0. Ladies and gentlemen,
so we've reached the end of 1, no score here in Edinburg. You're listening to 956sports.com.
Your cold drinks.
And welcome back to the action here at Edinburg High School. Kevin Naro bringing you the play-by-play call. The Edinburg Bobcats playing host to their rival Edinburg North Cougars. We were scoreless after 1. Alex Canule will be stepping back into the box. Canule, the southpaw, who started on Wednesday night, plays first base and is also a pitcher for the Cougars. Takes a first pitch high and outside for a called ball 1. 4-5-6, the order due up for Edinburg North. Gonzalez with a quick delivery. It's just fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Canule committed to A&M Kingsville earlier this week. Alex Canule, a senior this year, will be headed for Kingsville this coming fall. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's in, just missing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Canule gets a piece of this one, but it's a foul ball, backing out of play. Count runs even, 22. So Canule making it an official Wednesday afternoon at the Performance Arts Center at Edinburg North. Signing his name on the dotted line. Here's the 2-2. Time called from Canule. Middle of the infield playing back, while the corners of the infield are playing about midway. Canoe pops this one up. Left center field on the run. Making the grab for out number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time we'd like
Luis
to
Ortega camps under that one.
Sports.
One
Mr.
up,
Jake
one
Berry
down.
And Mr. Kevin Nato, also our friends from the Monitor, are
Sets
here
up
in the
Sam
press
Garza
box.
wearing the number
And down the
29
field
playing
somewhere,
third
Greg
base.
Sibler from your Valley Boys. Now batting for the Cougars, number 29, Sam Garza.
Garza takes the first pitch in for called ball one. Garza listed as a senior, batting .298 on the year. 14 hits, 13 RBIs, and a pair of doubles. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Good eye there from Garza, able to hold back. 2 balls, no strikes. Cougars going against one of the better pitchers in the Valley. And Gonzalez, swing and a miss for strike one. Bobcats have quite the rotation with both Gonzalez and Alvarado. Here's the 2-1. That pitch outside. Garza gets ahead in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Isaac Salas in the on-deck circle. One down in the inning, top of the second. No score. 3-1. Fastball blew it by him. Counter run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Bobcats coming in at 6-1 in district play. Cougars coming in at 6-2. Garza steps out of the box. We'll try it again. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on and missed.
Strike 3.
Going back with the fastball is Gonzalez. 2 up, 2 down for the righty.
For the Cougars, number 4, Isaac Salas.
Isaac Salas comes to the plate. Listed as a junior, batting from the right-handed side of the plate, wearing the number 4, digs in with 2 down. No score, top of the second. 2 quick outs for the Bobcats. First pitch, low and away on the fastball for ball 1. Salas, a .357 hitter. 6 runs, 15 hits, and 11 ribbies. Sam Chavez in the on-deck circle, back to the fastball this time. Painting the outside corner for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Salas, the shortstop for the Cougars tonight. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, missing high and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Salas gets ahead in the count. Bobcats riding a 6-game win streak. Time called from Edinburg North. Last time the Bobcats lost was back on March 20th when they lost 3-2 against Edinburg North. A game I was at where the Bobcats, I was talking to Coach Valdez before the ball game, just said they had some missed opportunities. Their base running was a little shaky considering it was their first district game of the year. Now time is called from the Edinburg coaching staff, and Gonzalez looks to be looking down at the mound. Seems to be the topic of discussion right now for the Bobcats. And the Bobcats playing some pretty good baseball as of late. Their last 4 wins have come with shutouts. And that all-impressive win, 1-0 on Tuesday against the Bobcats, or rather against the Panthers. The Bobcats did sweep Weslaco this year. And they're looking to split the series here with the Cougars. That pitch fouled back. Counter uneven, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gonzalez coming in at 4-0 on the year. Here's the 2-2. Kicks and delivers. Swung on. Fastball. Hit the other way. Staying alive. Here's the sixth man in the order, Salas. We'll try it again. Here's the 2-2. Now time called from the batter. And again, Wednesday's night's game was one to remember. Lady Cougars ended up going in extra innings again last night, but losing to Westlaco 4-2. It's been a long stretch of games this week, and as a whole, plenty of teams playing at different stadiums. That pitch is high. Count will run full, 3-2. The girls softball team for the Bobcats were in action earlier. They defeated Edinburg Economides. Now here to cheer on the boys' baseball team. 3-2 payoff pitch. Salas hits this one out to right field. It's playable, and the catch is made for out number 3. And a 1-2-3 inning. Midway through the second, Edinburg North nothing, Bobcats nothing. You're listening to 956 Sports. Welcome back to the action here at Edinburg High. Scoreless as we set for the bottom of the second inning. 4, 5, 6, heart of the order due up for the Edinburg Bobcats. Matt Trevino will be leading it off. He's the first baseman wearing the number 5.
The left fielder, number 7. Now batting for your Bobcats, the first baseman, number 5, Matt Trevino.
So Trevino hitting from the left-handed side of the plate. Here's the first pitch from Servin. That's outside for ball 1. John Gonzalez in the on-deck circle. Trevino listed as a junior. 11 runs scored, 19 hits. Here's the 1-0. That pitch low and in for ball 2. Batting at .380 this year. Is a left-handed hitter. And we're scoreless here in the bottom of the second inning. Bobcats looking to split the series between them and Edinburg North. Ground ball to the second baseman. Fires over in time. 4-3 put out number 1. 1 up, 1 down. A nice routine play made from Sam Chavez over to Alex Canul. This sets up the number 5 hitter and the starting pitcher for the Bobcats, John Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a verbal commit to the University of Texas Tech.
Now batting for your Bobcats, the pitcher, number 7, John Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, one of the rare players not to wear gloves when he steps into the box. Hitting from the right-handed side of the plate. First pitch in for a called ball 1. 3 straight balls from Servin to start this inning off. Kicks and delivers as Servin. Swung on, hit right back to Chavez. Backhanded by Chavez. Pumps his glove over to first. Nice play. 4-3 put out. 2 up, 2 down. Nice play made there from Chavez. Sets up the number 6 hitter, Daniel Solis.
Now batting for your Bobcats, the third baseman, number 13, Daniel Solis.
Solis with 7 hits, 9 runs, and 23 at-bats. Hovering right over the 300 mark with a 304 average. Servine's first pitch is in again for a called ball 1. Servine has started out on a 2-0 count, a 1-0 count. Now starts it out on a 1-0 count. 6th pitch of the inning for Servine. Swing and a miss for strike 1. That's the first strike thrown from Servine this inning. Although he does have 2 quick outs, both of them 4-3 putouts. Here's the 1-1. Aguirre waiting in the on-deck circle. That pitch just missing for a called ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. 7-8-9, the order due up for the Bobcats. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, slapped foul the other way and out of play. Count a run even, 2-2. Sabercats here in attendance tonight. Their softball and baseball team both clinched playoff spots last night. At the boys' baseball game, they defeated Pioneer by a score of 7-1. Arnie Salinas threw a no-hitter with 13 strikeouts. The Sabercats baseball team clinching their first ever playoff berth in program history. Here's the 2-2 from Servin. Just missing for ball 3. Count runs full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Out of the 4 Edinburg schools, 3 of them are in well position to make the postseason. 3-2 payoff pitch, low and in the dirt, ball 4.
Ball 4, take your base.
Bobcats drawing a 2-out walk is Solis. He'll be aboard on first. Josh Aguirre comes to the dish. Starting right fielder wearing the number 10.
Batting for your Bobcats, the right fielder, number 10, Josh Aguirre.
Now there'll be a meeting of the minds up on the mound. The Edinburg, the Sabercats rather, are in the 31-5A district ranking, so there will be no chance of us seeing a Bobcat Sabercat matchup in the postseason, or we will see a Cougar Sabercat matchup either. Sabercats electing to stay in the 5A district. They do have their work cut out for them, though, taking on Mission Veterans in Sherryland. Coming from the stretch is Servin with a runner aboard on first. Kicks and delivers, swung on the first pitch. Backhanded, it gets into left field for a base hit.
And that gets past the shortstop for a base hit.
Isaac Salas nearly had that baseball on the backhand, but it squeaked in for a 2-out base hit. Runners on first and second for the Bobcats. Second hit surrendered from Servin, and just like that, there's a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Manny Ibarra, the designated hitter, comes to the plate.
Now batting for your Bobcats, the center fielder, number 11, Hyman Cancino.
Runners on first and second for the Bobcats with 2 down. First pitch away for ball 1. Jaime Cancino steps to the plate. That pitch fouled back for strike 1. Cancino, the starting center fielder for the Bobcats, has a shot here to break the scoreless tie. Cancino batting .295 on the year, 9 runs and 13 hits. It's going to be a base hit in the left center field. The Bobcats are going to grab a 1-0 lead. Valdez sending 1 run home. Here's the cutoff throw. And that's going to be an RBI single and a double on the throw. Bobcats lead 1-0 with runners in second and third. So Cancino puts the Bobcats on the board 1-0.
Yeah. Now batting for your Bobcats, the designated hitter, number 9, Manny Ibarra.
Now this sets up the 9th man in the order, the designated hitter, Manny Ibarra. Again, a 2-out rally here from the Bobcats. Both runners now in scoring position. Pitch outside for ball 1. That RBI base knock from Solis, or rather Solis scoring from Cancino. Send for a called strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Bobcats have runners aboard, second and third. Smooth sailing for Servin to the first 2 batters, got them to ground out. Solis drew a walk, followed by a base hit. Then Cancino drove in Solis. Here's the 1-2. That ball hit the other way, and it's foul.
Who's number 10? Not me, baby. They don't pick the songs. It's all good, man. Don't worry, man. We're all adults.
1-0's your score, 2 down. Servin trying to work his way out of the jam. That pitch well outside. Counter run full, 3-2. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that'll end the threat. But the Bobcats get a run on the RBI single from Jaime Cancino. We're at the end of 2. Bobcats 1, Cougars nothing. You're listening to 956sports.com. Welcome back to the action here at Edinburg High School. You're tuning into 956sports.com. I'd like to thank our sponsors, both McDonald's and the GL Group. Kevin Naro here bringing you the play-by-play action. It's a 1-0 score. It's grading set for the top of the third inning. 7-8-9, the order due up for the Edinburg North Cougars. Sam Chavez will be leading it off, hitting from the right-handed side of the plate. Cougars yet to get through their order. They trail 1-0. Gonzalez, fastball upstairs for ball one. One ball, no strikes to the leadoff man here in the top of the third. 1-0 pitch, swung on, looper into center field, and that falls in for a leadoff single.
And that loops in for him.
Chavez aboard. Brings up the 8th batter in the order, Gil Falcon, starting center fielder.
Cougars, number 6, Gil Falcon.
Falcon with 12 hits and 13 runs on the year. Batting a .333 on the year for Falcon. Chavez aboard on first. Falcon looking to lay down the sacrifice bunt, unable to, but it takes it for a strike one on the bunt attempt. Trevino, the first baseman, holding the runner on. Here's the 0-1. That pitch high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Some school in California, they were celebrating something.
Cougars looking to play small ball here by putting the tying run in scoring position.
You know, alien life, they serve Mexican food, so everybody got pissed off because they were saying that Mexican food. Seriously, dude?
Here's the 1-1.
Dogs and cats.
That pitch high. 2 balls, 1 strike. John Salas in the on-deck circle. And we'll head back to the top of the order. Two-one pitch. High and in for ball 3. 3 straight balls from Gonzalez. Chavez on first base. Falcon digs back into the box. It's the hitter's count, 3-1. Coming from the stretch is Gonzalez showing bunt. High and outside, ball 4. So he had a leadoff single and now a walk to Falcon. Puts runners on first and second. John Salas batting 9th in the order, the starting right
Now
fielder.
batting for the Cougars, number 5, John Salas.
Now the Cougars have an opportunity here to tie this one up with a runner in scoring position.
They're up in Tyler. Oh, really? Stuff's going that way. I think they don't play them tomorrow. How did they do over there? Oh, looks like they're all right.
Pitch outside for ball 1. Salas again looking to lay down the bunt.
Huh? Oh, they're okay right now.
So in case you're just tuning in, we were scoreless through 1. Then in the bottom of the second inning, Daniel Solis got aboard with a 2-out walk and was driven in by Jaime Cancino on an RBI double. Cancino advanced to third on the throw. Then Servin got Ibarra to strike out for the 3rd out of the inning. Then we're here in the top of the 3rd, and it's a 1-0 Bobcat lead. Cougars threatening, though, with runners on first and second. Trying to lay down that bunt. It shoots foul. One ball, 1 strike now to the hitter.
I think I saw Sergio Chavez dancing this at the Quinceañera the other day.
Salas getting the signs from his third base coach. Steps back into the box. Showing bunt, unable to put it down. This one shoots back. First strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Second straight batter where the Cougars are trying to put down the sacrifice bunt. Falcone was able to draw a walk on 4 straight pitches. Salas, however, is doing the opposite, trying to lay down the bunt. Both of them shot back foul. Puts Gonzalez ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, you can't stress the importance of this ball game. Bobcats looking to split the series at 1 apiece, while the Cougars are looking to sweep the series. Here's the 1-2 from Gonzalez coming from the stretch. That pitch high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
But since you're gonna pay me, okay, what time? You didn't put like that. You just announced names, yeah.
Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3.
Number 3.
The outside corner. Gonzalez comes back with a big out.
That's out number 1.
1 down in the inning. Back to the top of the order we go. Carlos Servin comes to the plate. Runners still aboard first and second.
Number 3, Carlo Servin.
Servin 0 for 1 on the night. Flew out in the first inning.
I know.
Servin trying to help his own cause here. He's also the starting pitcher. So it's pitcher against pitcher. And a quick pickoff attempt. The runner slides in safely. Again, runners on first and second. 1 down in the inning, and it's a 1-0 Bobcat lead here in the top of the third. Gonzalez coming from the stretch. Checks the runner on second. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Gone through in the on-deck circle. Valdez loves the Cougar Bobcat rivalry. Says, you know, a lot of hype gets put into it, and makes it special is that these kids grew up either playing together in Little League or playing against each other in Little League, then throughout junior high, and majority of them playing against each other at the freshman or JV level. Back-to-back swing and misses. Servin falls behind in the count, 0-2. Good crowd on hand here at Edinburg High. Couple of Sabercats here in attendance. The 0-2 is outside for ball 1. Kind of a waste pitch there from Gonzalez. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. 1 down in the inning. In case you're just tuning in, it's a 1-0 Bobcat lead. Cougars have runners aboard first and second. Gone through in the on-deck circle. Gonzalez checking the runner. Breaking ball, just missing inside. Count will run even, 2-2. Home crowd wanting that to be called strike 3, not going to get it. Count will run even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order for the Cougars. Servin the batter, here's the 2-2. Swung on, hard hit ball, diving stop at third. Diving, taps on the bag again for out number 2.
Out number 2 at third base. Great.
Daniel Solis made the diving grab, stole a hit of Servin, then had to dive again to tap on the bag at third for out number 2. Servin will be safe on first on a fielder's choice. Sam Chavez will be the runner out at third. Falcone will be advancing to second. It's a big play early on in this ball game. What would look to be been a base hit, maybe extra bases. We could be talking a 1-1 ball game, but now we'll never know. 2 down in the inning. Michael Cantu steps into the box. Runners aboard, first and second. First pitch swinging, foul for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Good pitch from Gonzalez. Last time I saw Gonzalez pitching, it was against the Edinburg Economies. Complete game shutout, no hitter, 17 strikeouts and 5 walks. Bobcats won that game 4-0. That pitch upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Cougars still have a man in scoring position. Falcone on second base. That pitch well upstairs. Counter run even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cantu digs in. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed on the fastball.
Strike 3.
Cougars will strand 2 midway through the third. Bobcats 1, Cougars nothing. You're listening to 956sports.com.
Alvarado!
Welcome back to the action here at Edinburg High. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Thank you for tuning in to 956sports.com. Top of the order due up for the Bobcats 1, 2, and 3. Leading it off will be the shortstop, Jaime Alvarado, who is 0 for 1 tonight with a pop-up to left field. First pitch from Servin, low and in for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That pitch low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Alex Canul is the first baseman. Sam Garza is at third. Corners of the infield for the Cougars in case you're just tuning in. Swung on right to the third baseman. Garza flips it over in time to Canul. 5-3 put out. 1 up, 1 down. Middle of the infield for Edinburg North. Isaac Salas, the shortstop. And the second baseman, Sam Chavez. Saul Garza is doing the catching for the Cougars. Brings up Michael Castillo batting second in the order, who's 1 for 1 tonight but got thrown out on a 2-6 caught stealing back in the first inning. That pitch in the dirt takes a hop. 1 ball, no strikes. Castillo looking to lay down the bunt. One ball, no strikes to the second man in the order. That pitch again, low in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. 2 balls, no strikes. Fans continuing to file in here at Edinburg High. It's a big crowd, especially for the home side. 2 balls, no strikes. This one fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Michael Cantu is in left field. Center fielder is Gil Falcone, and out in right, John Salas. Starting outfield for the Cougars. 2-1, swing and a miss. Count runs even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Luis Ortega waiting in the on-deck circle. Time called from the batter, Castillo. What a warm, muggy night here in Edinburg. A lot of rain had been coming through earlier this week, late last week, postponing a ton of games, and lucky so far here in Edinburg. This game be able to go as scheduled. The 2-2 missing for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's been a strange year for most of the teams around the valley having to deal with the weather. 3-2 payoff pitch from Servin. A looper into left field on the run. This will fall in for a 1-out single. Castillo has his second hit of the night. He's 2 for 2 with a looping single to left field.
Michael Castillo.
Cantu, the left fielder, unable to get to that one in time.
The left fielder, number 12, Luis Ortega.
It sets up the third batter in the order, Luis Ortega, who's 0 for 1 on the night with a fly out to right field. Bobcats with a base runner on first. They lead 1-0. Now coming from the stretch is Servin. First pitch is away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Matt Trevino in the on-deck circle. Such as the case for Edinburg North softball. They had that ball game on Wednesday, and they turned around and played Westlaco last night, and then tonight they're in action against Roma. So 3 straight days of ball games. Swing and a miss for a strike. Sliding in safely. This ball is going to trickle into shallow center field, but Castillo will stay put. Stolen base for Castillo.
Stolen base by Michael Castillo.
He's now 1 for 2. One ball, 1 strike to the batter, Ortega. Runner in scoring position is Castillo. Bobcats lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. Servin checking the runner. Fires that one in for a called strike 2 at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Your kids, your son and Danny love the Yankees.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, chopper to the shortstop. Unable to get to it. It gets into left field. And here comes the throw at third. Sliding in safe. Throw over to second. Safe at second.
Safe at third. Safe at second.
Back-to-back singles for the Bobcats. Ortega advancing to second on the throw. Now you're really digging in deep to the heart of the order of the Bobcats. Matt Trevino comes to the plate.
We have time on the field, ladies and gentlemen. The concession stand is
Now time has been called from head coach Damian Gonzalez. It was the first quick out on a 5-3 putout to Jaime Alvarado, but the Bobcats have answered right back with a back-to-back base hits from Castillo and Ortega, puts runners on second and third with Matt Trevino coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Gonzalez in the on-deck circle, the dangerous part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 for the Bobcats. So a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout up here. You're listening to 956sports.com. Welcome back to the action after the quick timeout. Cougars in a jam here in the bottom of the third inning. Runners on second and third. Trevino steps up to the plate with just one out in the inning, and it's a 1-0 Bobcat lead. Trevino looking to add to that mark here. Here's the first pitch from Servin. Kicks and delivers. First pitch in, strike one looking. Batting from the left-handed side of the plate is Trevino. Here's the 0-1. Swung on into right field. That's going to score a run. Valdez sending the second runner in, bobbled in right field, and a two-run RBI single for Matt Trevino, and gives the Bobcats a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Big hit there for Matt Trevino. Two-run single extends the lead to 3-0. John Gonzalez now comes to the plate. With all the momentum clearly in favor of the Edinburg Bobcats. A run in the second and two here in the third, and we're not done yet. Just one down in the inning. First pitch in for a called strike one. John Gonzalez at the plate. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On a ground out to the second baseman. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Daniel Solis in the on-deck circle, who drove in the first run of the night. Solis got that 2-out rally going back in the second inning with a 2-out walk.
Yeah, I heard about. He saw the lights. Good game here. Oh. Yeah, and then I heard the voice. Oh.
Here's the 0-2.
The voice. He heard the voice. The voice. The voice. Good pitching. The voice.
That pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Carlo, he's a junior, a sophomore. He's dating my daughter, so that's why.
Oh, really?
3-0 your score. Bobcats on top, bottom of the third.
You got it.
I'll be down there a little bit.
Nice seeing you, man.
1-2, swung on, popped up, right center field. On the run, makes the grab, 2 down. Gonzalez retired on the F9. John Salas made that grab. Sets up the 6th man in the order, Daniel Solis.
Now batting for the Bobcats, the third baseman, number 13, Daniel Solis.
Solis scored the first run of the night on that Gancino RBI single. First pitch in for a called strike one. 2 down in the inning. The Bobcats do score 2 more runs. Aguirre in the on-deck circle. Here's the 0-1. Servin kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Servin jumps ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third. Now time called from the home plate umpire. Bobcats really working Servin here in the bottom of the third. Cougars were able to get a quick out number 1 to Alvarado, but ever since then the Bobcats have had their way.
Oh, he wanted to step out. Yeah, he wanted time out.
That one fouled back. Counter remain at 0-2. Castillo got things going with a 1-out single, then stole a base. And Luis Ortega followed with a base hit of his own. And that brought up Matt Trevino. 2-run RBI base knock. The 0-2 pitch, high and in. Runner going for second. Gonna slide in safely for a stolen base.
Safe at second base on a stolen base.
Matt Trevino gets the stolen base, puts himself in scoring position.
Yeah, you need to find something else.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Solis. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and a hard hit ball. Deep center field over the head of Falcon, the center fielder. This will score a run. It's 4-0 Bobcats. Rounding second and headed for third. Here's the cutoff play at third, sliding in, safe at third base. RBI triple. Daniel Solis adds to the Bobcat lead. 3 runs here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. Bobcats starting to take control of this one. It's a 4-0 Bobcat lead on an RBI triple from Daniel Solis.
Now batting for your Bobcats, the right fielder, number 10, Josh Aguirre.
Josh Aguirre comes to the plate with a runner on third, swinging on the first pitch. Slow roller, Servin backhands it, fires off his back foot, and in time, and a nice play for out number 3. 1-3 put out, and the Cougars will stop the bleeding for now. We are through 3. The Edinburg Bobcats 4. Edinburg North Cougars nothing. You're listening to 956sports.com. Welcome back to the action. 3, 4, and 5, the order due up for Edinburg North. Saul Garza will be leading it off. First pitch well inside for ball 1. Cougars trail 4-0. Got us 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the first inning. Gonzalez kicks and delivers, swing and a miss for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gonzalez gets the sign. 1-1. Fastball outside for ball 2. Canul waiting in the on-deck circle.
Oh, yeah, you got it?
Cougars with just 4 base runners here tonight. Thus far through 3 full innings. Garza steps back in. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Here's the 2-1. High and away for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch, low and away, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Saul Garza. This sets up Alex Canul. Canul 0 for 1 on the night with a pop-up to left field. Back in the second inning. Canul batting 4th in the order, playing first base tonight for Edinburg North.
Is that a Curry runner? Because huh? Curry for the catcher, but I don't know who did the team. I thought Saul was the third baseman. No, he's catcher. Oh, his brother, he's number 11. Oh, what's number 11? Who's over there? Number 11? Curtis.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 11, Frankie Rivas.
First pitch taken for a called strike 1. Courtesy runner over at first base, Frankie Rivas, running for the catcher, Saul Garza.
Nobody's complaining about Rivas. Usually if we say a name wrong, they'll come up. Yeah.
That pitch in the dirt. Rivas will advance to second base, and the throw sliding in. Safe at second. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cougars again have a runner in scoring position, looking to try and get themselves back into this ball game. Top of the 4th here at Edinburg High. 4-0 your score. Nobody down. Runner on second. Canul the batter. Here's the 1-1. They're going to check his swing. Did he go? They're going to say yes, he went. Count runs 1 and 2. Canul calling time.
Just send me a text. I love you. How was your trip, man? I lost.
Saul Garza got aboard on a leadoff walk. Rivas, the courtesy runner on second base. Here's the 1-2. Drop third strike. But they'll unable to make the easy play at first. Canul will be safe on first. Canul wasn't aware of the drop third strike. Took off a couple seconds late, and the Bobcats unable to make the routine play, so the Cougars will catch a break there. They'll have runners on first and second. Now the other Garza, that Sam Garza, will come to the plate.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 29, Sam Garza.
First pitch, high for ball 1. So now the Cougars looking to capitalize with runners on the base paths. First and second. Hard hit ball, left field. This one's deep back. Making the catch in left field. Luis Ortega showing off the leather with a huge out number 1 Now there is one out in the inning. Runners on first and second. Salah set to come to the plate. Well, that play out there in left field could be the difference maker in this one. I tell you what, that was a hard hit ball by Sam Garza. And just making a play was Luis Ortega in left field. He doesn't catch that ball. Cougars could score 2 and cut this thing in half. But instead, the Bobcats coming up with a big play, backing up their ace. That's Gonzalez. Salas comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Cougars, number 4, Isaac Salas.
1 down in the inning. First pitch in for a called strike 1 looking. Sam Chavez in the on-deck circle. Cougars have runners aboard, first and second.
Dukes of Hazard. Dallas.
Here's the 0-1. That one in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Counter run even.
I wasn't in that last night. Well, my mom was, so we got to do it. I was going to say Love Boat and Fantasy Island on Saturday. Yeah. Stop playing.
What's for shows, man? $6
Here's the 1-1.
$6 million.
That pitch just a bit outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to the batter Salas. Sam Chavez in the on-deck circle. Gil Falcon, John Salas to follow. Cougars trail 4-0. 1 down in the inning. Gonzalez kicks and delivers. Called strike 2, painting the outside corner. Counter run even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gonzalez coming from the stretch, checks the runner on second. Here's the 2-2. That pitch well away in the dirt. Counter run full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a 3-2 payoff pitch from Gonzalez. That pitch high, that'll load the bases.
That's ball 4.
Rivas to third, got Canul to second, Salas to first.
Now batting for the Cougars.
2 walks this inning issued by Gonzalez. Now this sets up Sam Chavez, who's 1 for 1. Had a base hit in the 3rd inning. Now a golden opportunity for Edinburg North to claw their way back into this one. Falcon in the on-deck circle. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order for the Cougars. Now coming from the windup is Gonzalez. Swinging on the first pitch, shallow pop-up to the third base side, caught for a big out number 2.
That's out number
First
2.
pitch swinging there.
Now batting for the Cougars.
Daniel
number
Solis
6,
there to make the
Gil
grab.
Falcon.
Also known as Falcon.
Gil Falcon now comes to the plate. Drew a walk in his first trip to the plate. Back in the 3rd inning. Big spot here for Edinburg North.
See what's going on in the Twitter. I see Kevin Nato all over Twitter. 10 minutes ago.
First pitch high for ball 1. Salas in the on-deck circle. Bases full of Cougars. Looking to capitalize on the opportunity here.
Songs already, I'm sure that half of these people don't know.
Here's the 1-0 pitch.
They're all under 30.
I gotta watch it backwards. I don't know what to do.
That pitch low and away for ball 2. Gonzalez struggling to find the strike zone this inning. He's been stellar thus far.
Do the skanky lick.
2 walks here in the 4th. Does have a strikeout to his name as a drop third strike, but Canul was able to reach first. in the air from third baseman. Then Garza flew out to left field, and that play we'll be talking about for quite some time. And that pitch is in for a called strike one. Depending on the outcome of this game, we'll go back to the top of the fourth and talk about that catch from Luis Ortega. Two-one pitch is low. It's the hitter's count. 3 balls, 1 strike.
No room? No room on the bases?
Here's the 3-1. It's in for a called strike 2 looking. Falcon taking all the way.
Somebody the fifth inning, yeah. Only 7.
Now a time called from the field umpire.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, no flash, no flash. No flash on your camera or your lights on your camera, please. Thank you.
So the umpire is having to remind the fans not to have any flash when they take pictures. Small delay here in the action. Bases loaded, 2 down, runners are going. Swing and a miss and a strikeout.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 3.
Big strikeout there for John Gonzalez. Cougars leave the bases loaded midway through the fourth. Edinburg Bobcats 4, Edinburg North Cougars nothing. You're listening to 956 Sports.
300.
Welcome back to the action here at Edinburg High. It's a 4-0 Bobcat lead. Bottom of the fourth inning, 8-9-1. The order due up for Robert Valdez and his Bobcats. Jaime Cancino will be the leadoff man. 1 for 1 on the night with an RBI. Took the first pitch for a called ball 1.
Baseball? I haven't seen nothing on Twitter. A couple of browsers.
1-0 pitch missing, low and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Manny Ibarra in the on-deck circle. Canul calling time and having a chat with Servin, one pitcher to another.
Oh, okay.
2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike's the count to the 8th man in the lineup. 2-1 pitch for a called strike 2. Earlier this week, Gancino made a catch in center field that was a big momentum shifter in that ball game, just as Ortega made that catch in left field in the top half of the inning. That pitch missing for a ball. It was at that point in the game where Bobcats had a 1-0 lead. Panthers were threatening. It's a hard hit ball to center field, and Cancino made the grab. That pitch fouled back. So the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on. Ground ball to the second baseman. Over in time. 4-3 put out. 1 up, 1 down. The Bobcats have not only relied on their starting rotation, but some solid play. Not only in the infield, but in the outfield as well. Their offense comes through with some timely hitting, that middle of the order, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Now batting for your Bobcats, the designated hitter, number 9, Manny Ibarra.
Manny Ibarra steps up to the plate.
Ibarra.
Designated hitter. Ibarra DHing for the second baseman, Ryan Amador. First pitch, strike 1. Jaime Alvarado waiting in the on-deck circle. Bobcats getting set to go back to the top of the order. Here's the 0-1. Pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ibarra 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout back in the second inning. Bobcats getting a run in the second. And 3 in the third. Big swing and miss there. Count a run, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Servina ahead in the count. Nobody aboard for the Bobcats with 1 down. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Count a run even. Approaching the 9 o'clock hour. Game time at 7:30. Cougars and the Bobcats. 2-2 pitch on the way from Servin to the left-handed hitter Ibarra. Just got a piece of that one. Baseline count remain 2. Westlaco on with P. Now having a EHS and strikeout. Cougar year. He put out 1 pitch. Edinburg Bobcats. Cougars 5-6.
And his
Welcome back to the action here at Edinburg High School. Kevin Naro bringing you the play-by-play call as the Edinburg North Cougars trail the Bobcats 4-0 here in the top of the 5th inning in an all-important 31-6A district matchup. Cougars looking to sweep the season series. Meanwhile, the Bobcats are looking to split it at 1 game apiece. 9-1-2, the order due up for the Cougars. Gonzalez back on the hill for the Bobcats. First pitch high and in for ball 1. John Salas will be leading it off. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the 3rd inning. Here's the 1-0. It's in for strike 1 at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Pitch is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bobcats riding that 6-game win streak. They'll have a date with PSJ Memorial, Edinburg Economides, and they'll finish off with Westlaco East and PSJ North. That pitch taken for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. It'll be the home stretch for both clubs. Here's the 2-2. Half-hearted swing. He went around. Strikeout. 2 start the inning. 1 up, 1 down for the Bobcats. Back to the top of the order.
Now batting for the Cougars.
When it's a one phone.
Carlos Edvin.
Now batting for the Cougars, the pitcher, number 3, Carlo Servin.
7 strikeouts all night for John Gonzalez. First pitch, fastball high and in, swing and a miss for strike 1. Michael Cantu in the on-deck circle. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up. This one's back and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Servin. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd, then flew out to right field in the 1st inning. Cougars and the Bobcats here tonight. Final time these two teams will meet up. We're in the 2nd round of the 31-6A district. Here's the 0-2. That pitch high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Center fielder shaded to the left. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for Gonzalez. Back-to-back strikeouts this inning. 3rd consecutive. He finished with a strikeout back in the 4th. Striking out Gil Falcon with the bases loaded.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 2, Michael Cantu.
Picking up where he left off. Gonzalez really starting to find his form here in the middle of this ball game. Michael Cantu steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a single in the 1st and a strikeout in the 3rd. Kicks and delivers. Shoots that one foul for strike 1. Cantu struck out in the 3rd, 1 of 8 strikeouts. Gonzalez Bobcats 4. Welcome back to the action here at Edinburg High School. The Bobcats have a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 2-3-4. We ordered you up for the Bobcats. Michael Castillo will be leading it off. 2 for 2 is Castillo with a pair of singles in the first. Stole a base, scored a run in the third. First pitch from 1. Here's the order. And at a 1-0. In the ground. Time tonight. Third inning. On an RBI from Daniel Solis, and then a 2-run single from Matt Trevino.
Now batting for the Bobcats, the left fielder, number 12.
Runs in the third, 1 run in the second. That's been the entire offense on both sides. Ortega comes to the plate. First pitch swinging, foul ball, backing out of play for strike 1. 1 for 2 is Ortega. Flew out in the first. Had a base hit and scored a run in the third. Here's the 0-1. The off speed. Floating in there for a called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Trevino waiting in the on-deck circle. Bottom 5 here in Edinburg. Very humid night here in Edinburg, Texas. Two calls. 2 down for out in the second. The third. Due to his pitch, stellar job holding the Cougars. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1 on the way to the left-handed hitting Trevino. Pitch swung on, right back up the middle. That's going to be a 2-out base hit. Bobcats have a runner aboard.
For Matt Trevino.
This sets up the number 5 hitter, John Gonzalez. Again, who is 0 for 2, but he's hoping third time's the charm. He'd like to get a base hit here to help his own cause.
Now batting for your Bobcats, the pitcher, number 7, John Gonzalez.
Trevino aboard on first. Canul holding him on. Breaking ball in for a called strike 1 looking. Here's the 0-1. Servin coming from the stretch. That's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Daniel Solis in the on-deck circle. And the pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Nice stop from Saul Garza, though. Keeping that one in front of him. Two balls, 1 strike, the count to the batter, Gonzalez. Pickoff attempt over to first. Runner slides in safely as Trevino. Here's the 2-1. Servin kicks and delivers, swung on, fouled back and out of play. Counter run 2-2 with 2 down. Bottom of the 5th. Bobcats with a 4-0 lead.
Oh, there you go, Georgie.
Here's the 2-2. Trevino taking a lead at first. Called strike 3 looking.
Out number 3.
And that will end the inning. We are through 5 here at Edinburg High School. The Bobcats lead the Cougars 4-0. You're listening to 956sports.com. Welcome back to the action here at Edinburg High School. Kevin Naro bringing you the play-by-play. 3-4-5 minutes up for Edinburg. Cats. Get you some score. Both baseball and throughout in 6-3 and Harlingen 13, Brownsville Rivera nothing. Hidalgo 9, Port Isabel 6 in girls softball. Port Isabel 8, Raymondville 5 in baseball. Hidalgo beat La Feria 1-0 in 9 innings. That's the boys' baseball team. In the softball action, Mercedes 1, PSJ nothing. Brownsville Veterans 3, Harlingen 2 in softball. So those are some scores from around the valley in both baseball and softball as that pitch is taken in for a called strike 2. One-two pitch on the way to Garza. That pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Canul in the on-deck circle. 4-0's your score. Top of the 6th inning. Time running out now for Edinburg North if they're going to want to get anything going. 2-2 swung on off the glove of Gonzalez on a hard hit ball. That gets into right center field for a leadoff single. Garza hit that ball hard, went off the tip of the glove from Gonzalez and trickled into shallow right center. Sets up Alex Canul. He's had a rough night at the plate tonight, 0 for 2 with a fly out in the second and a drop third strike in the fourth, but was still able to get on board. So Canul now having a chat with the third base coach. Cougars desperately need to get something going here as they're down to their final 6 outs of the ball, 6 out of the ball games, and trying to avoid a 2-game skid here. Talking with Coach Gonzalez prior to the ball game, he said that PSJ North game, we're going to give them credit. You know, it's just one of those games where you just let get away. Those happen through a course of a season. So Canul the batter with a runner aboard on first as Garza. Pickoff attempt. Runner is safe on first.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 27, Alex Canul. We have a courtesy runner at first base, number 11, Frankie Rivas.
So Rivas, the courtesy runner, now at first for the catcher Garza. Canul takes that pitch, ball 1.
A little bad boy was in there.
1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Counter run even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam Garza in the on-deck circle. Runner staying put as Rivas on first. Nice breaking ball there. Swing and a miss for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes is the count. Breaking ball again. Swung on and missed. 1 down in the inning. Brings up Sam Garza, who's 0 for 2 tonight, with a strikeout in the second and a flyout in the fourth.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 29, Sam Garza.
10 strikeouts on the night for John Gonzalez. He's had his way with the Cougar lineup. 4th inning, though, is the inning we'll talk about if this one stays as is and the Bobcats go on. Bases loaded up through their fingers. Go ahead. Runners aboard in the third, couldn't capitalize. And then that catch out in left field from Ortega. That pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Isaac Salas in the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-0. That pitch high for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes is the count to Garza. And again, the Cougars really have their work cut out for them tonight. Gonzalez is on his A game. Bobcats throwing Jaime Alvarado on Tuesday against Westlaco. Got that win 1-0. 3-0 count, goes to 3-1 on that fastball on the outside corner. Taking all the way was Garza, which was a wise choice. Somewhat of a cardinal rule. Majority of baseball players, majority of hitters rather, 3-0 count you usually take. Pickoff attempt over to first. Count will remain at 3-1. Time called from Garza. I'd like to thank our sponsors, both McDonald's and the GL Group. Thank you for tuning in to 956 Sports, whether you're a Bobcat or a Cougar fan, or you're just a fan of baseball wanting to check out the game. Thank you for tuning in. That pitch fouled back. Counter run full, 3-2. Both Valdez and Gonzalez do agree that this game has a lot of meaning to it, not only in the standings, but just the mystique of it being Edinburg North, first two high schools in Edinburg. Of course, Bobcats being the first one. Then in came Edinburg Economides, then Robert Vela. Pitch high for ball 4. Rivas will be on second. Sam Garza will draw the 1-out walk. Runners aboard first and second. Isaac Salas will come to the plate. Salas 0 for 1 tonight.
Now
A walk in his last trip to the plate.
Isaac Salas.
So what this means for the Bobcats, if they were to hold on and get this win, they would give the Cougars their 3rd loss in district play, and the Bobcats would move on to 7-1 in district play and put themselves in prime position for a district championship. Swinging a miss on the first pitch for strike 1 and doing it behind the arms of Alvarado and Gonzalez. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a called strike 2. Pretty pitch there from Gonzalez. And it's been about a month now since the Bobcats lost their last ball game. We're April 17th. Last time they lost was on March 20th against the Cougars. That one slapped the other way, foul. Runners aboard first and second, 1 down in the inning. Salas the batter. Gonzalez sets, checks the runner, kicks and delivers. Breaking ball swung on. The second baseman looking to turn 2, 4, 6. That'll be a out number 2 on the force play. Runners on the corners now for Edinburg North. Salas on first.
Now batting for the Cougars,
Rivas on
number
third.
8, Sam Chavez.
Sam Chavez comes to the plate. 1 for 2 on the night. Singled back in the 3rd inning and flew out in the 4th.
Tornado watch has been issued for Star and Hidalgo counties effective until 2 p.m. The watch means conditions are effective until 2 a.m.
First pitch to Chavez is upstairs for ball 1. Gil Falcon due up next. Here's the 1-0. Fastball swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 from Gonzalez. Fouls this one back. Just gets a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. 2 outs in the inning. Cougars have runners on first and third. They trail 4-0 here in the top of the 6th. It'll be 6, 7, 8 due up for the Bobcats. Solis, Aguirre, and Cancino. Now time called from Michael Castillo to have a chat with his starting pitcher. 4-0's your score. In case you're just tuning in, we'll recap this for you real quick. The Bobcats got a run in the second inning on an RBI from Cancino. Then they scored 3 in the third to make it a 4-0 lead. We've been scoreless ever since. Chavez gets back into the box after the time called from Castillo. And now time called again from Castillo. And the pitch called, strike 3 looking.
That's out number 3 on a strikeout.
That's how the top half of the inning will end. Midway through the 6th. Bobcats 4, Cougars nothing. You're watching 956 Sports. Welcome back to the action here at Edinburg High School. You're tuning in to 956sports.com. 6-7-8, the order due up for the Bobcats. Daniel Solis will be leading it off. Carlos Servin back on the mound for Edinburg North. First pitch swinging, left center field. This one's going to fall in. That's going to be a long leadoff single there for Daniel Solis.
And that's a long base hit for Daniel Solis.
Brings up Josh Aguirre. Solis now 2 for 2 on the night, with a walk in the second and a run scored. Now Valdez is going to reach into his back pocket and pull out a courtesy runner. Bobcats looking for some insurance runs They do lead 4-0, and with the way Gonzalez is pitched, you would say 4 runs is enough, but
Now pitch running.
Bobcats would like
Base, number 14,
to add a couple more to their lead, not give the Cougars any breath of life, really.
Bobcats, the right fielder, number 10, Josh Aguirre.
So Aguirre comes to the plate. First pitch swinging, fouled back for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Pickoff attempt over at first, slides in safely. Here's the 0-1. Showing bunt, lays it down. Servin picks it over to first, and in time, sacrifice is in order, 1-3. Runner advancing to second on the sacrifice. It's small ball, looking to just add to that lead.
Now batting for your Bobcats, the center fielder, number 11, Jaime Cancino.
Jaime Cancino comes to the plate. Starting center fielder for the Bobcats with a runner in scoring position. First pitch missing for ball 1. And the pitch is in the dirt. One ball, one strike is the count. And this one's popped up. Servin calling him off and makes the grab, out number 2. Two outs in the inning.
Now batting for your Bobcats, a designated hitter, number 9, Manny Ibarra.
So it sets up the designated hitter, Manny Ibarra, comes to the plate. Servin checking the runner, steps off. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-0 Bobcat lead. That pitch in for a called strike 1. Ibarra with a tough night at the plate, striking out in the 2nd and in the 4th. Again, another pickoff attempt. An errant throw into center field, but the runner will stay on second base. Heads up fielding there from Gil Falcon, the center fielder. Cougars catching a break there, not allowing the runner to advance to third.
Ladies and gentlemen, another reminder, please no flash photography. Please turn off all your lights on your cameras. Thank you.
We're on the bottom of the 6th inning. Runner on second, 2 outs after the sacrifice bunt. Cancino flew out for the second out. And the pitch. Swung on and miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Zedvin ahead in the count. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Cougars when we head to the top of the 7th. That'll be the final opportunity for the Cougars to tie or take a lead. That pitch in the dirt. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Zedvin again checking the runner. And the pitch called. Strike 3 looking on the outside corner.
That's out number 3.
So at the end of 6, the Bobcats holding on to that 4-0 lead as we head to the 7th and final inning. You're listening to 956sports.com. Welcome back to the action here. Top of the 7th, Frankie Vivas will be leading it off for the Cougars in place of Gil Falcon. First pitch inside for ball 1. John Salas in the on-deck circle. That pitch called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. Here's the 1-1. That pitch low and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cougars now in danger of losing their 2nd straight. Meanwhile, the Bobcats looking to extend their winning streak to 7. Swung on, backhanded by the third baseman. Over and not unable to make the grab at first. The runner will be safe. Solis made the nice backhanded snag. Trevino unable to haul it in on the scoop.
John Salas.
The Cougars will have a runner aboard on first. John Salas comes to the plate.
last game when that last year we were with the Cougars. Nicky was a junior. Came in and won that game against the Bobcats. It was a crazy game. I was going crazy over there.
That pitch in for a called strike one.
That was crazy.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on. This one hit foul. Backing out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 7th here at Edinburg High. Last shot for the Cougars. On the other hand, the Bobcats got the job done here. That pitch upstairs for ball 1. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and another strikeout for Gonzalez, 1 down.
And that's out. Number 3.
12 down for Gonzalez. Back to the top for Edinburg North. Carlos Ervin comes to the plate. Struck out in his last trip to the plate back in the 5th inning.
Building off over there now. It's building off over there towards Randy City.
First pitch swinging. It's going to be a base hit down the left field line. Rivas rounding second. He's headed for third. They're sending the runner home. Rivas rounding third and headed for home. Here's the cutoff. And the Cougars get on the board. 4-1. And the RBI double from Carlos Ervin.
That was an RBI double for Carlos Ervin for the Cougars.
It's now a 4-1 ball game.
On the field.
Rivas comes in to score on that Servin RBI double.
Go by the concession stand down the third base side.
So now a timeout on the mound. Valdez wanting to chat with his starting pitcher. It'll be Cantu, Garza, and Canul. 2-3-4. The order due up. When we return, you're listening to 956 Sports. So Gonzalez will stay in the ball game. Cougars trail 4-1, but did get their first run of the night. Michael Cantu now the batter. He's 1 for 3, laying down the bunt. Gonzalez fields it over to first. And in time, the sacrifice is in order. The runner will advance to third.
That's out number 2.
So now there's 2 outs. Cougars down to their final out on the sacrifice bunt. Advancing the runner to third is Servin. Saul Garza will come to the plate. 3-4-5, middle of the order due up for the Cougars. Cougars trying to rally here. 6 scoreless innings from Trevino.
Cougars, number 13, Saul Garza.
First pitch is in for a called strike one. The 0-1 pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now time called. Here's the 1-1. Good eye there from Garza, taking that pitch high. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, hit foul, backing out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cougars now down to their final strike. Bobcats now 1 strike away from sealing the win. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball high. Counter run full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on third is Servin. Here's a 3-2 payoff pitch. High and in, ball 4. Cougars staying alive in this one. Garza will advance to first on the 2-out walk.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 27, Alex Canoe.
Brings up out. Cougars now with runners on the corners, first and third. Canoe has had a frustrating night at the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out to the left in the second. A strikeout in the sixth, and that drop third strike in the fourth. Canoe was able to get aboard. Digs in as a left-handed hitting Canoe. Cougars down to their final out. First pitch is high, ball 1. Sam Garza waiting in the on-deck circle. Canoe, the cleanup hitter for Edinburg North. Time called from Castillo, the catcher. Trying to calm his pitcher down. It's a 4-1 lead for the Bobcats. Canoe had a chat with his third base coach. Now he's going to dig back into the box. 1 ball, no strikes is the count. Here's the 1-0, but Rodriguez will take a foot off. Check the runner at third. Coming from the stretch, here's the 1-0. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. Evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Fastball inside, nearly got Canoe. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, foul ball down the first base side, right in front of the Cougar dugout. And here we are again. Cougars now facing their final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count with 2 outs. 4-1 score. Bobcats looking to seal the deal here against their crosstown rival. Bobcats flirting now with a 7-game win streak.
Baseball and steroids.
Gonzalez taking his time, steps back out onto the mound. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and a drop, third strike. And out at first, and that's the ball game. Your final score.
The final score.
4-1.
The Cougars won.
The Edinburg Bobcats
4. The Bobcats
defeat
4.
the Edinburg North Cougars here at Edinburg High. So now the Cougars fall to 6-3 in district play. Meanwhile, the Bobcats improve to 7-1. Now winners of 7 straight. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank our sponsors, McDonald's and the GL Group. Thank you for tuning in to 956 Sports. I'm Kevin Naro with your final score. The Edinburg Bobcats 4, the Edinburg North Cougars 1. So long and good night from Edinburg.